Hey guys, hopefully everyone is doing well. Today's target is to solve question number 10.20. I think it's third, fourth question. We had started this chapter from 10.17. 18, 19 have already been done. Three questions are matured and this is fourth question. Number is 10.20. Chapter is factory overhead variance, which we are doing over here, and as usual you can see that our format has not been changed. In the similar way we will be doing every step same as we have already done in previous three questions. Focusing at the start would be upon our requirement. Again we are in need from the question B, C, D. Requirement is showing that we need under over applied FH, spending and capacity variance. So in the similar way we will calculate it, and A requirement is asking to calculate FH applied rate, which is automatically be the part of this solution, and in format we do calculate FH applied rate as well. So there is no need to have any separate performer. This same format will be used to have A, B, C, D, all four requirements would be solved within this formula. So what we usually do, on left side of the page, the very first variance which we do calculate is total variance. It is also called overall variance. Total variance is calculated between actual and applied. So first you will write actual FH and then you will see applied FH. The difference of both would be called the variance, and here the highlighted area, this is highlighted area, and there you will calculate the difference between actual and applied, and then you will see whether it is under or over applied. For that purpose you will see if applied is more than actual FH. Actually we are needed to write FH beside here as well. If applied FH is more than actual FH, so what would you call it? Applied is more. It would be called over applied, and in second case, just opposite to it, if applied FH is less than actual, if applied is less, then it would be considered under applied. Alright, this way you will be able to calculate your first variance, which is total variance, and then you will be calculating your second variance, which is called budget or spending variance. It is between budget and actual FH. So first you will write your budget FH and then it would be actual FH. Difference of both will be calculated over here. This is highlighted area, and here you will calculate the variance. When you will calculate difference between budget and actual FH, it would be budget variance, and then you will conclude by putting your focus upon actual. If actual is more than actual, FH is more than your budget FH. Now actual is more, you are spending more, it means it would go unfavorable for you. So you will write over here unfavorable. On contrary to this, if actual FH is less than that of your budget FH, now actual is less. Budget is the arranged amount and actually you are spending less. It would go in your favor. So that would be your favorable variance. Two variances will be calculated like this, and then you will calculate your third variance, which is volume or capacity variance. It would be calculated between budget and applied FH. So here you will write your budget FH in first line, and then you will be writing applied FH in second line, and here you will get the highlighted area is this. Here you will calculate your variance. Variance would be calculated by taking the difference of budget and applied. And next would be to conclude about this variance. For that you will focus upon budget. If budget FH is more than applied FH, if budget FH is more than your applied FH, but budget is near about real amount which should be present in your pocket, it is arranged amount, so you have to arrange more, it would go unfavorable for you. And contrary to this, if your budget FH is less than your applied FH, budget is less, that means you have to arrange less, it would go in your favor and you will conclude as favorable variance. So this way you calculate all of these three variances, and these variances would not be able to you would not be able to calculate until you will complete these supporting statements. On right page you will make statements, and for these statements what you will have to do is just to calculate them. The first requirement would be your actual FH, make it a actual FH, and this would be given in your question. You will directly be writing over here actual FH, and then you will calculate your B statement, and this would be about your applied FH. How would you calculate your applied FH? Simply you will take actual hours and then multiply it with applied FH rate with which you will calculate your applied FH. And then it's time to calculate your third requirement, and that would be your budget FH. It would have two parts. First you will see actual hours from the question and you will multiply it with variable FH rate and you will write its statement over here, and then you will add fixed FH. Both amounts, answer of this statement, actual hours multiplied by variable FH rate and fixed FH rate, both will be added. And you can see we have mentioned add with fixed FH. Answer would be written over here. This would be your budget FH. But these three statements, actual, applied and budget FH, would not be calculated until we have applied FH rate and variable FH rate. So first we will calculate total or applied FH rate. It has two parts. First is how you will calculate it. First you will calculate fixed FH rate and then you will add in fixed FH rate with variable FH rate. So sum of these two would be called total applied FH rate. But for that you will calculate your fixed FH rate first. And how it would be calculated? Fixed FH rate, you will search fixed FH from the question, will divide it by estimated hours. So this way you will calculate your fixed FH rate, and then you will see your variable FH rate, and this would be calculated by looking variable FH from the question and you will divide it with estimated hours. Alright, our performa has been completed and you will have to complete this formula, this format as we have done right now. In a similar way, you will be writing this format for each and every question. Okay, this variable FH rate was supposed to be put over here. So second is variable FH rate. Let's put a line after it to complete as a heading. Whenever you will solve your question, the first page of the question would not be solved as the first step. So you will have to calculate your supporting statement as your first step. So let's come over here and see how you can calculate your first statement. And in first statement, you will have to calculate your rates first. Total applied FOH rate is your step number D, and this would be calculated initially. So primarily you will calculate total applied FOH rate, and for this you will have to see fixed FOH rate first. For fixed FOH rate, what is your formula? Fixed FOH divided by estimated hours. So now it's time to see our question. Here what we have given, let's make little more space over here. More. Okay. Now we have an easy approach. Question, you can look here, the very first element which is given is fixed factory overhead. What do you need is fixed FOH. So fixed FOH apparently given, and you do not need to bother, do not need to worry. It is 125,000. So you are going to write 125,000, and then you will be dividing it with what? Estimated hours. Here you can see estimated direct labor hours are also given, and you have not to worry about that. You will divide it by 50,000. So statement completed. Now calculate it. 125,000. It would be divided by 50,000. So fixed FOH rate has been arrived. This was your requirement, and you can name it as D, but it's A part. So your fixed FOH rate has been calculated. Name here fixed. And next step is to calculate your variable FOH rate. And how would you calculate variable FOH rate? Formula is given, variable FOH divided by estimated hours. Come over here. Variable FOH is also easily available in your question, and there is no need to calculate. Variable FOH is also 125,000, so put 125,000 over here, and you are needed to divide it by estimated hours. Look, estimated hours are also given 50,000. So statement is completed, after which you will be writing it on your calculator. How 125,000 would be divided by 50,000. So this way your variable FOH and your fixed FOH both have been calculated. Last two steps would be the first step in your solution. So this was the B part. So have you observed what I was saying? This was your last part of the question. DA, fixed FOH rate and variable FOH rate, last part, but you have solved these last parts at the very first step. So go to the D part where you will calculate your total or total applied FOH rate, and what it is. Fixed FOH rate will be added in variable FOH rate. Fixed FOH rate 2.5, variable FOH rate 2.5. So you will add them. 2.5 will be added in 2.5. It would come as 5, but let's add it on calculator. 2.5 plus 2.5. So in this way, three rates have been calculated, and you can see that our A requirement was to calculate factory overhead applied rate. This is factory overhead applied rate or applied FOH rate, one of the same thing, and the answer is 5, and answer given in the book is also 5. It means first part have been automatically completed. This was part of our solution, and even if it was not required in A part, we were going to solve it without looking the requirement. So let's go to the C part now. We are in need to calculate budget FOH. For that purpose we need actual hours. Come over here. Production for the month reaches 3/4 of the budget volume. What does that mean? You are unable to meet your target. you have worked less than that of your targeted or estimated volume. What was your estimated labor hours? It was 50,000. That means your plan was to work for 50,000 hours. But actually you have worked less than that. How much? 3/4 of the budget volume. So you can calculate your actual hours over here. Your budget hours were 50,000. But you have achieved only 3/4 of it. So how you will calculate your actual hours? Take 50,000 and calculate 3/4 of it. How you will calculate 3/4? You will multiply it by 3 and divide it by 4, with which you will be able to calculate your actual hours. Now let's put it on calculator. 50,000 would be multiplied by 3 and divided by 4. So 37,500 would be your actual hours. Please try to understand. You have estimated. Look at this. You have an estimate to work for 50,000 hours. But in real, you were not able to meet your target. Instead of this, you have only achieved 3/4 of budgeted volume. So it means plan was 50,000 hours to be worked, but you have worked only for 37,500. It would be considered your actual hours. So come to the C point where we need actual hours. Actual hours we have calculated 37,500, and you need to multiply it with variable FOH rate. Come over here, last part DB, variable FOH rate, you can see over here we have calculated, and that is 2.5. So you will be multiplying it by 2.5. Statement completed. Write it on calculator. 37500 would be multiplied by 2.5. This way you have calculated first part of the statement. Then you need fixed FOH, and fixed FOH is openly given, and it is 1,25,000. Put 1,25,000 over here, and finally what you will do, you will add this fixed FOH. We have already mentioned, to calculate your budget FOH, you will add first part 93,750 and fixed FOH, which was 1,25,000. So in this way you have calculated your budget FOH, which is 218,750. How did we calculate 37,500 multiplied by 2.5? 125. All right, so budget FOH is calculated. We are going in reverse way. Now after C we will calculate our B part. For B part you need to calculate applied FOH. Formula is actual hours multiplied by FOH applied rate. So come over here, actual hours were calculated 37500, and you are in need to multiply it with applied FOH rate. Here in D part, you have calculated applied FOH rate, which was 5. Put 5 over here, and statement is completed. Put these amounts on calculator. 37500, and it would be multiplied by 5. So applied FOH is also calculated. Now come to A part. What we are doing, we have calculated D part as our first step, then C, then B, and now actual. And what I was requesting, you have to follow the same procedure. Last part of the question would be the first part of the question. Okay, actual FOH you can see is written over here. It is given, and you are no need to calculate it. Look at here. Production reached 3/4 of budget volume. Actual FOH for the month is 2,20,000. So it is automatically been given over here 220,000. All right, all of our calculation have been completed. We have calculated actual FOH. Look at there, we have calculated actual FOH, then we have calculated budget FOH, then we have applied FOH, then we have calculated budget FOH. So 3 FOH were needed to calculate our variance, and those are calculated. So we are now very free to calculate our variances. First, total variance would be calculated. For that we need actual FH. Here you have your actual FH 2,20,000. So you can put this actual FH to your variance calculation, and then you need applied FH. And number B part, we have calculated applied FH 1,87,500 put over here. To calculate our variance, we will calculate difference between actual and applied FH. So you have got the difference, that is 32500, and here I should let you know this was your B part, under or over applied, and you have seen 32,500 has been arrived here. It's now time to see whether it is under or over applied. You will be focusing upon applied FH only. Make comparison. Applied is 18 and actual is 22. Applied is less. If it is less, so you will conclude that under applied total variance. First variance have been calculated. We have matched this answer with the book answer, and we are very open to calculate our next variance, which is budget variance. For that you need to have budget FH as your first step. So come over here, C part, we have calculated budget FH, which is 218,750, and you are in need to put in front of budget FH. Then you need your actual FH. A part, here you have calculated, or this was given in the book, 2,20,000 actual FH put over here. It's time to calculate the variance, where you will see the difference between budget and actual. Your actual FH was 220,000, and then you will subtract your budget, which is 218,750. With this you have calculated your budget variance. It's time to conclude as well. You will be focusing upon actual FH. Actual 22, budget 21. It means actual was more. When you are spending more amount than that of your budget, it would go unfavorable for you. So it is unfavorable budget variance, which is 12,50,000. So let's check the answer. Budget variance 1250. Come over here. You can see C part was spending variance, and C part is here 1250 unfavorable, and what you have calculated is 1250 unfavorable. So two variances are good for us, and third variance is capacity variance, for which what do you need? Budget FH. Come over here. In C part you have calculated your budget FH, and answer of budget FH is written over here, highlighted, 2,18,750 put in front of budget, and then you need applied FH. In B part you have calculated applied FH. Look, answer of this applied FH is 1,87,500 put in front of applied FH. It's time to calculate its variance. How? You will take the difference between budget and applied, and for this your budget is 2,18,000, and you will subtract to calculate the difference. Applied FH is 1,87,500. So here you have calculated your third variance, and now it's time to conclude. You will be focusing upon budget. Your budget is 21, applied is 18. It means budget is more. Whenever your budget is more than your thinking, your assumption, then it would go unfavorable for you. So finally you will be writing unfavorable volume variance. It is volume or capacity variance, unfavorable, and that is 31250. Let's see where was its requirement. You can see D part was idle capacity variance. We have written capacity variance 3125, and it is unfavorable. 3125 you can see over here, and unfavorable is also mentioned. It means all three answers are thankfully cleared. So finally, we will be just overviewing our question. It is very important. Whenever you complete your question, don't leave it immediately. And don't be satisfied without overviewing, and check out whether all steps are completed. So first, total variance we have calculated. This answer was matched with the bookish answer. Under applied variance completed. Then you have calculated your budget variance. 1250 answer matched. Volume variance 3125 answer was matched. So left part is completed. Actual FOH was given in the book. Applied FOH we have calculated with the help of formula. Budget FOH calculated. All three rates were calculated, fixed FH rate and variable FH rate. Then you have added both rates to calculate total applied FH pay. Alright, it means we have completed our question. The question was 10.20. Okay, we have gone upper page. So this question was your 10.20th question and we have completed it. Alright, we can conclude. It's time to end our lecture for today. 10.20 has been completed and surely we will be meeting again for the solution of any other question, inshallah. Up till then, please take care of yourself and I'm requesting you to pray for me as well. Thank you very much for your time and it's time to say bye. Allah Hafiz.